Welcome to Frozen Files, where the mysteries of the past come back to life. Christmas morning in a quiet Colorado town. A 6-year-old girl vanishes from her family home. Within a single day, a local tragedy becomes a national mystery, and one of America's most talked about cold cases is born. The Ramseys, John and Patsy, were a well-known family in Boulder. JonBenét was 6 years old, a child who had appeared in local pageants and in family photographs. A little girl used to smiles and crowns. On December 26, 1996, the family reported her missing, and the house that had held holiday cheer became the center of a criminal inquiry. In the early hours after Christmas, Patsy Ramsey discovered JonBenét missing and a lengthy ransom note on the stairs. A 911 call was placed, and later that day, investigators searched the home. The discovery that followed shocked the community and launched one of the most intense investigations of the decade. The ransom note was unusual, long, formal in tone, and demanding a specific sum of money. It asked for $118,000. An amount that matched the Ramsey patriarch's reported year-end bonus that year. The note's length, language choices, and precise demand made it a central forensic puzzle. Was it genuine, or was it staged to mislead? Handwriting and linguistic experts debated its origin for years. From the first hours, media vehicles and reporters surrounded the Ramsey home. Television crews, news vans, and microphones turned a private family tragedy into a public spectacle. That intense spotlight complicated the investigation. Early decisions about how evidence was handled and how the scene was secured would later face criticism. In high-profile cases, pressure and rumor can muddy the path to facts. Investigators collected physical evidence from the house, clothing, a small sample of blood, the ransom note, and other trace material. Over time, those physical items would become central to determining who could and who could not be connected to the crime. Forensic science, especially DNA testing, would change the possibilities for this case as techniques advanced. Public theories soon split into two broad lines. Some people suspected someone inside the home, drawing attention to the family and their actions in the hours after the disappearance. Others argued for the possibility of an unknown intruder. The spread of unverified claims and speculation online and in the press caused real harm, invading the family's privacy and confusing public understanding. Official investigators continued to consider multiple possibilities while focusing on scientific evidence. In 2006, there was a dramatic turn when a man named Karr confessed while abroad. He gave vivid details and was arrested and brought back to the United States, but confession alone proved insufficient. DNA testing did not link him to the evidence from the scene, and prosecutors released him. The episode served as a reminder that public confessions must be confirmed by physical proof to carry weight in court. As DNA technology improved, a notable result emerged. Trace male DNA found on the child's clothing did not match any immediate member of the Ramsey family. In 2008, prosecutors publicly stated that DNA evidence excluded the immediate family as suspects. That official exclusion shifted the focus back toward unknown outside suspects and led to renewed efforts to identify and match the male DNA profile. The medical examiner's report listed causes that contributed to JonBenét's death. Because this concerns a child and a family, this retelling avoids graphic detail and focuses on the facts investigators used. The medical findings, the physical evidence catalog, and the forensic work that followed. Those findings and the preserved evidence later allowed labs to run more sensitive DNA tests. Legal processes also played a role in shaping public perception. A grand jury review, later releases of certain documents, and subsequent legal actions created a complex paper trail that fed both serious inquiry and rumor. Portions of grand jury material and other legal documents were discussed widely, and disputes over what to release and when increase public debate. Media portrayals have had consequences beyond headlines. Members of the Ramsey family pursued legal action over certain claims and portrayals. Lawsuits and settlements related to documentary content underscored how storytelling about an active investigation can affect real people's lives and reputations. The legal outcomes remind us that accuracy and care matter in reporting unresolved crimes. Over the decades, forensic science has advanced dramatically. Techniques such as improved touch DNA extraction and investigative genetic genealogy have solved cold cases that once seemed unsolvable. These tools can sometimes work with minute traces left on clothing or objects, and can identify familial connections that older methods could not detect. Many investigators and family members have called for new testing by outside laboratories to apply these modern techniques to the evidence still preserved from this case. Law enforcement agencies have periodically reviewed the case and issued public statements. The local police department has said it continues to evaluate evidence, follow credible leads, and consider expert recommendations. Investigators encourage anyone with verifiable information to contact official tip lines rather than sharing unverified accusations online. Credible, corroborated leads are the path to progress. This case also shows how harmful armchair speculation can be. Unverified claims and sensationalist theories can deeply affect people who are part of the story. Family members have spoken about the lasting impact on their privacy and mental health. Responsible reporting, restraint from sensationalism, and respect for victims and families are essential when discussing unresolved tragedies. If you have verifiable information that might help, the correct step is to contact law enforcement through the official channels listed by the investigating agency. Do not rely on social media as an investigative tool. Tip lines and official submission portals are the appropriate routes for new evidence or credible leads. More than 2 decades on, JonBenét remains more than a headline. She was a child whose life ended far too soon. Investigators, family members, and the community continue to seek answers. Advances in science, careful review by trained experts, and patient, methodical investigation offer the best hope for clarity. Until that day comes, we remember the victim, honor the hard work of professionals handling cold cases, and ask viewers to engage with this story thoughtfully and respectfully.